Good morning, everybody, and welcome to 7:30 Cup of Tech. It's January 26th. Can you believe how fast this January has flown by? Totally amazing. I'm glad that you're visiting today and here, and some of you may be taking part in the being paid for being able to watch these broadcasts that are in the intranet. So it's wonderful to have you here, either in both spots. So thank you so much for being able to be a part of this broadcast today. If you want to be able to get a hold of me during the broadcast, and I will actually visit with you about anything that you would like, just look right over here on the left-hand be right-hand side of your screen, on my left-hand side over there. And if you would take a look at that, you can get a hold of me at 730cupoftech@gmail.com, or just give my phone a call at extension 6086. Today, what we're going to do is I'm going to respond back to people who've come up with an idea that they wanted me to include in one of the 730 Cup of Techs. And that's, how am I able to take my voice and be able to transcribe my voice into text? Basically a dictation software package. And they want to know how to do it and even ask, is it possible? Most definitely it's possible. But there's a few things you have to remember with it, and I'll point that out as we go through the broadcast, because there are some things you have to be very careful of with it. What I'm going to talk about today is a program called dictation.io. It's an online program. It does an amazing job of transcribing your whatever you say into text on your screen. It's the best that I found. It's even better than Dragon Natural Speak, which to me was the best one up until I found this particular program. So I'm going to show you how all of that's used. Now, some of you may wonder, why do I even need to worry about something like this? Well, first of all, you don't need to worry about it, but it can make your life and some of your students' lives even better. When you're able to dictate your voice and transcribe whatever you say into text, it speeds up the whole process for you most of the time. It all depends on how clearly you speak. Just think what you could do if you were grading students' papers and you had a whole bunch of text that you wanted to share with all of the students based on whatever it is that they turned into you. This way, instead of you sitting there typing the whole time, you can actually transcribe what you're saying, copy it, paste it into whatever text program you'd like to be able to use. That can definitely speed you up. I'm going to do a little experiment about that in a little while so you can find out what that's like. If you have students in your classroom who are frustrated with their keyboarding, they just can't get the hang of it. And we know we have students like that all the way up to 12th grade. There are students who are frustrated with that. Something like this could really be an asset to their education. So we don't want to rule that out. Also, I just like it because it just helps people like me who get tired of typing all the time. It's much easier to be able to speak what I'm thinking than to take the time to type it. Now, I usually type about 60 to 100 words per minute, and I have a low error rate. I've been doing that for 36 years now. So it's been a long time doing something like that. So I'm used to the whole keyboarding. I really do like being able to dictate to my computer and have it transcribe for me. I really do enjoy that. No dictation software package is perfect. If you have background noise, it's not going to work in your classroom. You have to isolate yourself or your student away from the general classroom environment in order to be able to do anything. That's why this is never going to, as far as we can tell right now, be able to work in a classroom of students. There's just too much background noise. And you would notice that if the TV's playing, this is going to pick up what the television is saying in the background. So you want to be careful. Now, what I'm going to do is I have a stopwatch over on my side over here, and I'm going to start the stopwatch while I'm in dictation.io. Then I'm going to just start talking to the computer. You'll be able to actually see how it's transcribing my voice. So it's going to be doing the speech to text. It's going to be making that work. I am really curious to see where I end up with how many words and how badly I'm going to be stumbling all over what I'm saying. So it usually takes a little practice, but let's see how this ends up going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be switching over to the desktop now so you can see my screen. And here's the dictation.io site. And you can see up here, https://dictation.io. very, very plain page. I can click Start Dictation, clear, save, and copy. Very clear-cut directions. One thing I should mention, you do need to use Google Chrome in order to be able to have this program work correctly for you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start talking into the computer after I hit the Start Dictation. But first, I need to start my stopwatch. So here we go. I'm going to give it a try. Stopwatch is started. I'm now randomly speaking to my computer, period. As you can see, comma, my computer is transcribing what I am saying, period. New paragraph. One of the problems that students or teachers may have is remembering to insert punctuation marks as they speak, period. However, comma, once you get used to it, comma, it's not that difficult, period. Using a dictation program like this can actually help your students realize the importance of punctuation marks, period. What a bonus! Exclamation mark. New paragraph. Now, comma, once I finish speaking into my computer, comma, I will be able to copy and paste the text you are seeing into a Microsoft Word document where I will be able to edit the text to look exactly like I want, period. New paragraph. Oh, comma, yes, period. It is important that students and teachers remember that they must speak clearly and enunciate every word, period. If you don't, comma, the computer won't know how to transcribe what is being spoken, and you will end up with a bunch of nonsense words, period. While this can be funny, comma, it slows down the editing process, period. All right, now, one of the things that I had discovered as I've been using this I've used this now for over a year. I don't watch the screen while I'm talking. If I watch the screen, it'll start goofing me up because it's kind of behind you, probably noticed from what I was saying. But it's kind of neat now to see how I was transcribing it. But now I don't edit on this page. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this using the copy button. It even says copied. And then I go over to Word, and then using Control V, I just pasted the text on there. Now you'll see right here, I think I stumbled when I was speaking using a dictation program like this. So I can go in here and I can edit that right on the screen. See what you can do with your students? They can use Word now is not the program they're typing into, they're using it as their editing package. Totally amazing. Now say I'm not done yet. I want to go back in here and I want to add more text. I can always come back over to dictation.io. I can clear it, and now I'll start again. Isn't this just totally amazing? Question mark. I can't believe something this powerful is free! Exclamation mark. I'm so happy that I was able to find this program because it has saved me so much time. Period. I copy all this text. I come back over to Word. I paste it in. And there we go. I can keep building my paper this way. Now, you'll see this part right here wasn't included in my original time. So if I delete that right there, you'll see I said 165 words, and my time was about 1 minute, 16 seconds to be able to say all that. Now, I think that's pretty powerful and can speak to how much this could be a very, very valuable tool inside of your classroom. So don't be afraid to check that out because you may be kind of surprised on how you'd be able to use that. Again, the program is dictation.io. And believe me, I owe this program because it really seriously has saved me a ton of time. I'm just so happy that I was able to use that. So now I'm trying to get back over again. It's not letting me back into my screen, so I apologize for this. That's what's going to happen when you get to that. There we go, back over again. Hey, those things happen when you're doing just a straight lay it out there recording. Dictation.io, I hope that you could find a use for this. Doesn't hurt to give it a try. Like I said, it's free. It's available to anybody. It can be done on the students' computers even. Just remember, the student desktop computers, most of those don't have a microphone with them. They may have to use a teacher computer. All of the laptops have a microphone, and any of the Surfaces have microphones with them. You may have to plug a microphone into the desktop, but if you can have a microphone, that isn't too bad. Now, one other question that I've been getting is from some people have been wondering, when you're doing your broadcast, are we really seeing what we see when you hold your cup up? And I wanted to show you, yes, this is a toilet cup that I use for drinking out of. This just shows you the weird sense of humor that my parents have because they gave it to me as a Christmas gift, thinking it would be really funny to show me that. So, I like it. It's really actually kind of a nice, it's big. It's nice to be able to drink out of. So I appreciate you being here. Please check out this professional development opportunity inside the intranet. I sent information out in an email that outlines everything that you can do in order to be able to be paid for watching these episodes. So thanks everybody for tuning in this week. I hope that life is going well for you. You're teaching your kids a lot in their classrooms and you're being the best that you can be. So thank you so much. I'll see you on the next episode of 7:30 Cup of Tech. Bye, everybody.